Hi. So if we were in school, I would probably be doing many more examples of this. Let me just show you one factoring trinomial example where, and I know I said to you the ones that I would be giving you and assessing you on would have a prime number either in the front or the back. Just makes it easier and faster, but of course, that won't always happen in a lot of algebra classes. So let's see what would happen if we didn't have prime numbers in the front and the back. What would happen if we wanted to stick with our guess and check method? Well, for 15, those possibilities would be 1 and 15 and 3 and 5. For 8, those possibilities would be 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. Okay, so if we had our parentheses, then we would have in the beginnings 1 and 15 or 15 and 1, or 3 and 5 or 5 and 3. So that's 4 different possibilities because we have to flip-flop them. The same would happen in the back. We would choose 1 and 8 and flip-flop them, and 2 and 4 and flip-flop those also. So 4 times 4, that's 16 possibilities, and because we have to play with plus and minus signs, times 2, 32 possibilities. I'm not about to sit here and try 32 possibilities, so we got to find another method. Here's the other method that I am not going to use. Some of you may have already seen it. If you are big YouTube, find how to do something on YouTube, then other teachers may show this, but this is another way that we can factor. Okay, I don't know if there's a name to this one, but I always started off with first times last. So first times last. If I multiply 15 times 8, feel free to do it in the calculator, it's 120. Next, what I want to do is write all the possible pairs of numbers I can multiply to get 120. 1 times 120, 60, 3 and 40, 4 and 30, 5. Ooh, 5 goes in 2. 24 times. 6 times 20. 7 does not go in, 8 does. 8 times 15, that's how we got here in the beginning, right? 8 times 15. 9 does not go in, 10 does, 10 times 12. So that's what we would start with. We also want to recognize, we have to have one of each sign. We're going to be subtracting to get a -2. Subtract here and get a negative. Well, this is the only pair of numbers that we can subtract to get 2. And if we want to get a -2 out of it, then the negative has to go with the 12, and the positive goes with the 10. And let's see how this gets put into here, because these are not the numbers in your factors. These used to be the numbers in our factors, but not when we do the first times last method. First times last means what we're going to have to do is grouping. Let's rewrite this. I'm going to rewrite this trinomial as 4 terms. The first and last will stay the same. So here's my 15x squared. This minus 2x, I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to rewrite minus 2x as plus 10x and minus 12x. Because these terms, if you combine them, they are -2x. They are minus 2x. So it's the same thing, just looks different. Minus 8. But now I have 4 terms, so now I can factor by grouping. Group my first 2, pull out a number 5 and an x. That leaves me with 3x plus 2. Remember, whenever there's a minus in the middle, right away do plus a negative and factor that negative back out immediately. I'm taking out the negative, and a common number here is 4. So that leaves me with 3x. Take out the negative and divide out a 4 plus 2. And look at that. It's exactly the same. So our factors are 3x plus 2 and 5x minus 4. Those are your factors. This method, first times last, always, always, always works. It's time consuming. and therefore I like the guess and check method better. But yes, this will always work for you.